I want to talk about discipline, but not in the way it's usually talked about. Because for a lot of people, discipline used to work. You could push yourself for longer. You could stay up later. You could lock in and follow through. But now it doesn't work. Not because you don't care or because you're lazy, and not because you suddenly lost motivation. Just because discipline isn't working anymore doesn't mean it's a character flaw or you're broken. Something else is going on. Most people assume that when they get stuck, the answer is more structure, more routines, more pressure, more self-control, more of your willpower. But what I see over and over again is people aren't stuck because they lack discipline. They're stuck because their system is overloaded. I'm talking about your nervous system. And when your system is overloaded, discipline stops being useful. Discipline is a tool, but sometimes it can hurt you. Not because that thing is big, but because your system was already carrying too much. That's when discipline feels impossible. That's what happens when people say, I know what I should do. I just can't make myself do it. Sometimes I'll rub some essential oil in my hands and smell it. It really calms me down and brings me back to center. Other times I just take a break from work. I take a break from the activities or the routine or my to-do list that I have and pour back into myself. Pressure doesn't create safety. And without safety, movement shuts down. Once you come back to a place of safety, then you can choose to get up and move and do something towards your to-do list, your tasks, those habits, those things that you want to get done. Movement helps so then you don't go into a spiral and start beating yourself up because you haven't been getting anything done and you don't know what's wrong. That's when people say, I know what I should do, but I just can't make myself do it. It's your nervous system saying, this is too much. I know I have it in me, but for some reason I just can't do it. This is where we continue to identify with these things. You are not this burnout person. You are not someone that's not disciplined. You are not someone that cannot do these things. This is the part that most people get wrong. They add more rules. They tighten their schedule. They shame themselves for not following through. And then we go into a mental spiral. You just need to find a sense of safety within your body. Your body is signaling it to you. This is something that is automatic. Again, calming our system down so we feel a sense of safety. Just take a few minutes out of your day and pause. Breathwork is a fantastic way to do this. Also meditation. And I just got a grounding mat, which I've been wanting for a while. And this helps during the wintertime when I can't get outside. I put my feet on the ground. It'll reduce stress and inflammation. You can use a weighted blanket. We can do some somatic movements. This would include rocking your body, dancing, and even going to work out. You can look into TRE and EMDR as well for some deeper therapeutic trauma release techniques. I also love to get out in nature and take a walk and breathe some fresh air. Disconnecting from technology and anything that is pulling more from you and asking more from you that you don't have to give. This is how safety returns. And when safety returns, movement does too. If discipline hasn't been working for you lately, if you feel stuck, don't assume that you're broken. I want you to think about this. This isn't about rest versus discipline. This is about load management, emotional load, mental load, and your identity. Who you think you need to be to prove or to hold together for everybody else. The solution is reducing the load. What I'm talking about is that decision fatigue. I'm talking about the fact that you think you need to figure everything out and what's the next steps because you must be missing something. You might just be carrying more than your system can handle right now. And a lot of times this is stuff that you can't even see. You don't even know that you're really carrying it. The thing is, what you call burnout, it's not failure. It's just information. It's a signal to your body and to you that you need to slow down. And once you reduce your load, discipline stops feeling impossible and starts feeling natural again. I had to create time to pour back into myself. I had to make time. On certain nights, it would be self-care. On certain nights, it's doing something creative with my hands, something that is not to make money, something that is not for a specific goal. This is just for me to be creative, to express in some sort of a way. And for some reason, I've taken a liking to making collages. I like to cut pages up in different things and glue them and see what the image comes out to be. And see what's created from the images that just happened. This allows me to zone out. This allows me to get into that flow state, to just be relaxed, because if you're when you're in danger, there's no way that you can be in a creative space. So for me to create, it allows me to zone out, to get into a flow state. This calms my system, and I'm able to create something and just let it happen. And I love to see the images that just come about. And then from there, I can go back and do the other things that I need to get done, or do it the next day. For me, this day, it was really just about cleaning the RV, getting myself situated, going back over some goals and reviewing things. So I had the time to stop, to create, and to rest. Not every day looks like this, and that's okay. But I do know now the different signals that happen, and when my body feels that, I know that I need to slow down, pour back into myself, and really listen to what my body is saying. If you've been feeling this lately, like life is heavy, like you feel stuck, or like you're drowning, just know that you're not alone, and you're not behind either. Pay attention to the signals of your body. Work on some nervous system regulation, which I've been sharing on my channel recently, and I will continue to do that. So go ahead and subscribe if you're new here. So now that you know better, let's do better. Thank you for sticking around with me. And until next time, continue to shine on.